Welcome to Cedar City, Utah, home of Aerotech, or RCS and ISP and Aerotech, and now Karman Space and Defense. We're getting a little in the weeds here. What's important is in there is a museum of composite rocketry, and I'm going to take you guys on a little tour. I've never been there before, so I'm going to take me on a little tour too, but I figured you guys might like a peek into the old Aerotech Composite Rocketry Museum in case, wait for the Jake brake to stop, in case you're nowhere near here or don't plan to be anytime soon. So let's go check it out. Couple actual Super Loki darts up there. The old Vulcan single-use motors. That's why the Vulcanite is called the Vulcanite. Fun fact. Single-use composite case motor from LDRS 6 in 1987. What, is that 4-inch? It looks like...
Yeah, it's a 98 millimeter motor. I'm pretty sure it's a big K or a small L.
You mind if your voice stays in the video?
No, not at all.
I was gonna say, I don't want to implicate you. Do you want to be in the video?
Oh, we can.
I think you've been in a couple of my videos before, Joe, but you, just playing host is a little bit of a tour guide for me.
Some of these electronics blow my mind, like some of the old Transol stuff.
Oh yeah, wait, is that an RRC?
Yeah.
I used to have one with the 9-volt on the board like that.
Look how big the terminal blocks are.
Dude, I know. So I bought one of those and I had a 4-inch BSD Little John, and I don't think I realized the size of it till it was in my hand.
This looks like a giant Stratologger only because the board is red.
Oh yeah, it's an Arts.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'll be honest, I did not know that RMS hybrids went to 98.
Yep.
That's pretty nuts, dude. And I was gonna say SkyRipper is gonna be that blue snap ring case, and then, or do I have that backwards?
No, I'm pretty
sure.
Yeah. Right. And the RATTWorks.
Purple is RATTWorks.
Purple anodization.
And then Contrail, which, or Hypertek, I mean. Dude, I didn't even notice this was a cutaway of the RMS one. That's crazy. Did it just burn phenolic as the fuel?
There's a couple different things they use, but I think Aerotech specifically used phenolic as the fuel grain.
I know a lot of, there's like ABS, because people are like 3D printing hybrid grains now, which is nuts. Dude, the Dark Stars F62s, is that what those are? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Taylor still has a few of those unflown. Okay, one more controversial piece of Aerotech history here. If you're not familiar with this, we did an episode of the Anti-Gravity Group podcast where we talked about this, but this is, I mean, basically exactly what it looks like, right? It was a trailer hitch that you could put an Aerotech K motor in, and there was a bit of an uproar. A bit might be an understatement, because they were kind of just ready to sell K motors to the general public, which, you know, for more of my thoughts on that, go check out the podcast. We talked about this as well. Doug Frost's Rocketry Golf. Still want to play around. Also, it was shockingly affordable. The website is still up on the web archive if you want to check that out. Dude, I just noticed some FSI F100s up here. Man.
When I was like 7 or 8 years old, I lived in a golf course neighborhood, and I thought it'd be a good idea to put this in the like excess sand from a bunker they were building, and I used thermalite to light it, and all my friends around the neighborhood came around, and I put the thermalite in there, lit it, ran away, and it K-toed, and all of us scattered throughout the neighborhood. It was hilarious.
Didn't every F100 K-tow?
It seemed that way.
That's pretty much the understanding. I've never owned or had one or flown one, but
that's a crazy high average thrust for a black powder motor.
Yeah, well, they were clearly pushing the limits a bit. That's Jim Cornwell's Big Mosquito up there. There was a 12-inch one as well that they flew at Balls last year. And this is one of my favorite rocket history things, the Mark and Brian show. It was like a morning talk radio show in Los Angeles. And they did, for Thanksgiving, they launched a turkey at Lucerne. I'm pretty sure Jerry Irvine propagated that whole thing in the 90s. There's footage of it somewhere. It might be on one of the Earl Cagle videos.
Probably. And Jim actually flew, I believe that's a 16-inch Mosquito, but he flew that balls several years ago.
Yeah.
On a full O.
Yeah, I think there's a Rockets magazine video of it on YouTube, so you can go check it out. Also, the Art Applewhite 54 Stealth over there. Love those things.
And that's the test stand that we use to test the single-use 06000.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it looks like the 06000 case.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
What a
to
press frame on that thing.
build a dedicated stand for the motor. That's pretty crazy.
Well, I don't think they made a dedicated stand. I think they just had to
Modify. This is pretty cool. These are all OG lock kits that came from, I mean, they came from Barry, but they might go even before Barry's ownership of lock, from what I understand. But
And once again, don't quote me here, but I'm pretty sure Steve Eves donated those to the museum.
you want to take a look at some of this stuff. There's a bunch of like small propellant companies that a lot of people don't know about. So it's really cool to have all of this. The Enerjet J motor. Just straight up.
The cool thing about these fiberglass cases that aren't black is when they would static test them, you could see the propellant glowing in the case. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, so that's, you know, it's natural colored fiberglass before it's fired. Yeah, somebody posted a picture of one burning, like it was an old single-use motor that they did that with. It was super cool. Dang, dude. Oh, the Centuri catalog, that's really cool. Here's the Big D.
The Mighty D.
Nice. Oh wow, the Evil Knievel Sky Cycle, dude. I knew this place had some valuable stuff, but I didn't realize there was millionaire artifacts around. Dude, the cutaway initiator is one of my favorite things, and I'm like, I feel it must have been at like an LDRS or something. I know I've seen that thing before though.
Yeah, I mean, this would go or be presented in a lot of events where Aerotech sets up really anywhere just to show kind of the cross section of what one of the mid-power kits looks like.
Dude, oh, this is the first one. That's pretty cool. Shout out to our boy Woody Hoberg.
That's right. Got to start somewhere.
Another rocketry icon of the past, Dr. Frank Kosdon. It's really funny, you look at the caricature that they did for the KBA stuff and you would think they like exaggerated. But
Oh no,
it's,
toes were coming out of his converse.
yeah, dude, it's just like pound for pound replica of the man himself. Frank was a cool guy. I never met him, but I talked to him on the phone once.
Yeah,
Some
never
more
got to meet
cause and
him
stuff over there. Oh, there's a actual TRM. Wait, so that is a Kosdon by Aerotech reload, right?
Yeah.
Because I have some original Frank loads, and they did not look like that. They are in Ziploc bags with Sharpie handwritten on them. That Enerjet case, I brought it here.
Did you?
Yeah, I dropped that off on behalf of Jim Scarpian.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so Jim gave me that, and I was like, can I donate it to Aerotech? Because I don't know what I'm going to do with this.
I think there's some Loki stuff over there too.
Something
It's
like
so
that.
crazy. On his website,
Yeah.
he like
Hilarious. Also, the alibi mug. If you don't know the lore of Jerry Irvine, I don't really have time to talk about it on camera or even know all of it, but I know enough to know that you should probably Google it. Looks really nice.
fine.
The full lineup, dude.
Imagine upscale.
Man, the Roadrunner motors. I was missing a bunch of stuff. There's Ellis Mountain stuff in here.
I think that might have been for candy making.
The screen printed cases make me so happy. Just the 4120 is like my entire childhood right there. I'll be honest, when I came in here, I wasn't expecting like a full retail outfit. It really takes me back to see G80s just hanging on the wall. There is actually still one place in Southern California, Pegasus Hobbies. They sell composite motors.
Up through G's.
Yep, they have a few of them.
I wish I could have been there for the Deuces Wild.
Dude, the giant warthog. Dude, there's stuff, I was just talking about stuff that people have never heard of. There's stuff I've never even heard of in here.
Yeah.
This is so crazy.
There were so many childhood dreams.
Taylor's gonna love that I saw this. The electronic forward closure.
Yep.
He basically made his own version of that so he can use a timer to fly Warp 9 stuff. Motor deploys, sort of.
Yeah.
LDRS 4. There's that iconic picture of Jerry standing at LDRS 1 that was on the US Rockets website forever.
What was the highlight from LDRS 4? Oh, that was when the Easy Eye 65, I guess, came out, and they might have flown that. That looks like a Magnum.
Oh yeah, and the Miss Riley rocket. This is the first rocket to ever certify level 3. But Carl Baumann, this was his level 3 rocket. And before the cert system, you just had to be verified. But when they introduced it, Carl was the first one to get a level 3. And there's the rocket that did it. So this used to be, if you've ever been to Balls, you're probably familiar with this. The rocket through the tire was outside of that house in Gerlach for a long time. But I thought this was just like done for the sport of it. But I was more recently enlightened to the fact that that happened because, and Joe, you were just talking about this too, but it was that's a sustainer of a 2-stage that supposedly was lit with a mercury switch on accident, and actually it went through that tire like that at Black Rock.
I think that's the story. Bias Morizumi. He had planned to fly to Black Rock Desert, launched in 1993.
Whoa.
That's a carbon rocket in 1993.
Yeah, dude.
The rocket was being prepped on the horizontal stand on the flight line and in the spectator area. While prepping the upper stage ignition system, the igniter accidentally became energized and ignited the upper stage motor.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, we've talked about mercury switches on the podcast too. Don't do those. Really hard to tell, but those are graphite nozzles. And I don't know if you can, to give you an idea of the scale here, that's a 54 millimeter motor right there.
Could you imagine machining a graphite nozzle that small?
Dude, no.
Holy crap.
Those are like 9 millimeter diameter motors, maybe? Maybe. These are cool. We were talking about the Ziploc bags with Frank's handwriting on them. There's some of them right there.
Jeez.
All right, one last stop here. We have to closer examine the initiator. Dude, it's so crazy to me that they even the fins are perfectly shaped.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm a magnet for semis in the background when I'm talking on camera. The scale retainer and nozzle.
It's got cool guys, not launch slots.
Well, they come with them now, don't they? Isn't that an option?
Yeah, but the original one did.
Oh, I didn't notice the giant serial number sticker.
Yeah.
Dude, this makes me so happy. It's just so ridiculous.
It's an effort in that.
I know, there's the attention to detail in this thing is crazy. What someone told me, I think Gary posted how much it weighs. Wasn't it 2,000 pounds or something like that? Dude, it's holding up pretty well though. It's been here for what, 2 years now?
3 years. It got put up when I first started working here.
Damn, you've been here for 3 years now?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude, the paint, they use good paint.
Yeah, it's been through, it sits in the sun all day and it hasn't faded almost at all.